the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards on the play. First down.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
He was brought down.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Herbert. That's complete. Okwuegbunam. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
Well, one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
This one out quickly to Watkins. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
The ball carrier.
That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
The running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what's brung you.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Chargers 7, Patriots nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's caught by his tight end, Dalton Keene. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 1st downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
This defense has really flown around in the 1st half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
They're going to look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
It's 2nd and inches.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Eluding the pressure right. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 36 yards on the play. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. Herbert, just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Herbert. toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the air again, Herbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Albert Okwuegbunam, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Chargers 14, Patriots nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll drop to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. The pass. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On 3rd down, Kidd. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Charger drive about to get going. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Herbert off of play action. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. That'll net 7 yards on the ground, but it'll leave him with a healthy distance still to go on 3rd down. The final shot before the break for Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! This will make it into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Herbert now. They'll roll him out right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Off play action. Herbert. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
I know we spent a lot of time talking about how the defensive backs read routes and make plays on the football. How about a good linebacker? Feeling the route, seeing the quarterback, jumps the play, and knocks it away. Really well done.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10.
Off the play fake. Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Albert O, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead.
Kick is good.
And it's up and good.
Chargers 28, Patriots nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot 1st down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On 2nd down now, Kidd, and he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be fourth down. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Back to throw again. His throw caught right around the 6. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Wow, talk about a big fourth down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that kind of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin first and 10.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fade.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32.
Jonathan Jones.
8 yards on the run, and that cuts us down to a third and about 5.
And it brings up third down.
Here's Herbert. Open man, Butler complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
A big kick, 50 yards that time, with a return of 4. And the Patriots take over.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 26-yard line.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Foxborough. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Down. He'll drop to throw it. And this one is incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 33-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Ebron caught left side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll keep it on the ground. Alexander. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots' 27. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down.
3rd and inches.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
2nd and inches.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
2 yards on the play.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
And 8 at the Patriots' 12-yard line.
Second and 8. And to give this time to the tailback. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. And they take a knee.